Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about What If Episode 8. What if Ultron won? This episode was insane, so I brought in my friend Summer. Everyone say hi to Summer. So can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
I am the main bitch. I've known her since middle school. We did not like each other in middle school, but we became besties in high school. So
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, what even happened in this episode? It was just a lot.
Yeah.
Tony makes Ultron, and Ultron wins and is able to download into Vision's body. And you know
Vision's
what
just
really?
non-existent now.
Huh?
Vision is just non-existent now.
I know he doesn't. Yeah, Paul Bettany's Vision is just kind of done. But what really got to me was the Thanos scene. When Vision Ultron just like splits him in half. I was like, yo, okay, this changed the game, because I was like, okay, so Thanos is gonna come in, there's gonna be a little bit of fight, and then he's gonna get the Infinity Stones, and then he just kind of just takes them from him. So, you know, what did you think of the episode as a whole?
It was fucked up.
But like, what were your like favorite?
I definitely loved how when Black Widow was talking to the German dude on the computer, I keep forgetting his name.
Oh, I don't remember.
Whatever his name was.
I don't remember.
Zoloff or something.
Yeah, Zoloff.
Zoloff.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got that right. Okay. She just like completely dismissed him. She was just like, yeah, I know who you are. I don't care. It's fine. Also with the a lot of things they do in the What If episodes is definitely like where it's like parallels, like exact parallels with how like Hawkeye died instead of Black Widow. Like,
bro, I was like, okay. Because when I first watched, was it in Endgame where she died?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I first watched Endgame, I was like, it should have been Clint. It should have been Hawkeye. And then we finally get that scene.
Should have been Clint.
Clint. That's his first name. I'm done. His name is Clint. But no, I was like, it should have been Clint Barton. And we finally get that scene. At least I got my satisfaction. But after seeing this episode and knowing that Hawkeye is coming out end of November, I'm actually excited that you know, Hawkeye is still a thing. Like, Hawkeye is still here. I'm happy about it because, you know, I mean, in this episode, we saw how he used so many different like tools and I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like, his arrows were insane. But yeah. So have you seen the Hawkeye trailer? Like, is that?
No, I have not seen the Hawkeye trailer at all.
It's really good.
I've seen like snippets of it, but not the whole thing. I'm just excited he's finally getting a debut because, like, in most like TV shows and movies and franchises and stuff like that, the side character is always a side character, you know. But I love how Marvel is like, okay, everyone gets a story. Everyone gets everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, phases 1 through 3 were like, you know, the main 6, and then they had their sidekicks, and now like we're getting their stories. Like, I really liked Falcon and Winter Soldier because it's just we've seen
it was so good.
We've seen what's his name, Falcon forever since 2013, and now he has his own show.
Name?
What?
What's his actual name?
Oh, Anthony Mackie.
In the show, that's his name.
Oh, in the show, Sam Wilson.
Ted what?
Sam Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Falcon's name.
I always forget their real name.
Oh, yeah. And then Bucky. Oh, are you talking about Bucky or Falcon?
Falcon. I was talking about Falcon.
Okay, Anthony Mackie and Sam. Or
wait, what's Bucky's real name then?
Bucky is James Buchanan Barnes in the show.
Okay.
And then the actor is Sebastian Stan.
I don't know any of the actors, so like
I need you to get into it.
I don't know their names.
I know all their names, their character names, and their character alias.
I get the two Toms confused.
Tom Hiddleston and Tom Holland? Or Tom Hardy, which is Venom.
There's so many.
There's so many Toms in Marvel. But anyways, yes. Another great scene that really solidified Ultron's strength was with Captain Marvel when she like brought him to the core of a planet and he like blew her up. That was just crazy because she's supposed to be like the strongest Avenger.
Yeah.
Well, the second strongest because Wanda, he's still like Wanda's the strongest, and he didn't fight her, which was interesting. I would have actually liked to see Wanda and Ultron fighting, but like I don't know. Maybe that will come at a later time in the next episode.
I don't know, because like if Ultron won, wouldn't that mean like where is Wanda and her brother in this then?
That's true. Well,
Because they didn't show it at all.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know how they would do this.
Yeah, because I don't know. Because like, did you just kill him off? Because they didn't like put him in there at all. So
Put who?
and then like Wanda and her brother. Because in the
Well,
Age
yeah,
of
he's
Ultron,
dead.
he was just like, oh yeah, like be part of my group, and then they betrayed him and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like, I wonder what the fuck happened.
I wonder too, because they didn't even have anything about it in this one. But anyways, Ultron is insanely strong, and so like towards the middle when he's like, I did my doing.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do now? I'm an AI with no purpose. And then he hears the Watcher. That's how powerful he is, that he's able to hear the Watcher. And the Watcher is the person that watches over different multiverses. Just, you know, look over them, and he's not supposed to intervene. He's just he's like us. He's watching a TV show, right?
Yeah.
And so Ultron's like, who was that? I heard you.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he's able to take over the multiverse, like let's break this down. That means Tony is just so smart. Tony Stark, so smart to make this being that takes over the multiverse insane. Just absolutely insane.
Well, a lot of that has to do with they found basically the building blocks for AI technology in the Mind Stone in Loki's staff.
True.
So that's why it like got all corrupt or whatever, because they just weren't thinking about it, about how that would play in, especially because it was so alien. And I was gonna say something. I don't know. It just freaked me out because it's like, in the what is it, in the Loki show about how with the TVA and everything, the Infinity Stones had no power there. So like, how does that play in? Like, how can he use, the Infinity Stones against the Watcher?
I wonder if that's true, and I wonder if the TVA is going to be a factor in this show because the Infinity Stones don't work.
Just like outside of time or something,
right? It's like,
because like it just, I mean, that would make sense on why the Infinity Stones wouldn't work, especially the Time Stone. But like, I always thought that was so confusing, especially after watching this, because it's like, well, how did they not work there?
I don't even know
if they can do so much shit. Like,
like
how does that correlate? There's so many questions.
So there's like the TVA and then the Watcher and then like the multiverses. So, and especially after Sylvie.
But didn't the Watcher make the TVA, or was it like someone else? Are they the same guy?
Nobody knows. Well, no. Kane the Conqueror made the TVA.
Yeah.
That was just to keep. Okay, here we go.
But
the TVA was made to keep the multiverse one universe.
To keep the multiverse from happening.
Yes.
So like, who's the Watcher then? Is he not?
I think the Watcher was created when Sylvie messed up the timeline. When at the end of Loki, Sylvie makes it a bunch of different multiverses, and so maybe the Watcher was just like became a thing just out of thin air.
Yeah, he doesn't really get an origin. I always thought it was Kane the Conqueror, like a different version of himself or something.
I don't know. He just called the Watcher, but
he does got a giant head, so they don't look the same at all.
No, yeah, and it's just maybe the thing is at the end of Loki, Kane did say that he does show up in different variations, so he could be really anyone, and we will see Kang in different like versions throughout the rest of Phase 4 and Phase 5 and stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. I don't know, but the TVA is dismantled.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, because I remember the ending of Loki, they were just like freaking out. So I really wonder how they like will touch base on what happened to the TVA, especially because it was so vast, and like glitching out essentially. But like, if the Watcher isn't Kane, then who is he? And like I really, really, really want to see the buildup of Kane the Conqueror and see like, how is this man from Earth so special? You know what I mean?
Right. He is going to be in Quantumanium, Ant-Man Quantumanium. So Ant-Man 3 in 2023.
I didn't even know there was going to be an Ant-Man 3.
There's so many movies. Yes. So I think it's like coming out in 2023, the beginning of that of that year. But I think that we're going to see King, because that's going to be King the Conqueror. And the King that we saw in Loki was just like a regular guy in a sense. But King the Conqueror is going to come in 2023. But I think another version of King is going to come sometime in 2022, maybe in Multiverse of Madness, because that's supposed to be coming out next spring.
Mm-hmm.
So we might see him then. We might see him.
Because it's so confusing,
yeah.
especially with the Watcher. Like, if he can get people from other dimensions to help out, like, wouldn't he be able to prevent Kane the Conqueror from becoming a thing?
But that, see, I hate this. It's so much.
Because, like, he was talking about how, oh, you'll see me again. I mean, yeah, he'll still be born in different universes, but, like, is he really just going to be that bad over again?
I don't know. Because the thing is, okay, so I've heard
Because
that
he could
this
just kill all
show.
versions of that kid. I mean, it would be very dark to prevent Kane the Conqueror. The Watcher,
No, you
'cause
can't.
his-
You can't prevent King the Conqueror because. So Loki comes first. Apparently, what the Watcher. I mean, what if it's supposed to be canon? So Loki
It is
comes.
supposed to be canon?
Yes, different motive. I think
Alright.
no. I think it is. Let me not. I remember
You just
seeing
blew my
somewhere,
mind.
right, that it's supposed to be canon. So Kang happened first in the timeline. Sylvie makes the multiverse. The Watcher is created. I feel like the Watcher is created within that multiverse. And then, so you can't prevent Kang because he's already been made. This is what I talked about dad with, where it's like, Marvel is getting a little bit too confusing, and unless you're like a super fan that watches it over and over again, it's gonna be, this timeline stuff is gonna be hard to understand. It's even harder for me to like grasp, where I'm like, where are we?
It's going to be so confusing to explain to my grandma, because I had to explain to her the other day what Ultron was and how he came to be. And I'm like, you've seen that movie like 4 times and you still don't know. And she's like, no, I just don't understand what happened. And I'm like, and she'll forget she watched movies. So she's like, I've never seen this before. And I'm like,
yes, you have.
Like, yes, you have, so many times, because she loves Marvel so much. But then she's just like, oh, memory gone. And then she's just like, this movie's so good. And I'm like,
I mean, I wish I could watch Wonder Soldier
oh yeah,
again. So I wish I could watch that for the first time again, because that's like
a lot of movies is like that for her. Until she sees it like 30 times, like there's still gonna be bits where she like just doesn't remember in the movie. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's a lot of Marvel projects coming out. Like, we have Venom. Even though Venom's not the MCU, people are still gonna watch it because there's rumors. I don't even want to say the rumors because I feel like it's a spoiler, and it's really,
I don't know the rumors, so it would be a spoiler too.
It's spoiler, and it's really annoying. I'm not even gonna say it. But there's Venom, which is under the name of Marvel, so that's already like a lot. And then we have Hawkeye still coming out, and Spider-Man, and Eternals just in the next 3 months.
I'm excited for Eternals.
Me too. Eternals looks very good.
I'm so excited for Eternals. What is the first movie that's coming out? Is it the Venom one, or is it the Eternals, or
Venom's coming out tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Venom, and then Eternals, and then Hawkeye, and then Spider-Man, and then that'll be the end of this year.
That's so great.
And then 2022, we have like 4 movies and maybe 4 TV shows. Again.
Maybe, yeah, because isn't Loki supposed to get a season 2 as well?
Yes.
And they're gonna do more miniseries. I am so very envious of our future children when we show them Marvel and be like, this is what you got to do. You got to watch it in this order.
Yeah.
You got to watch everything. And I would love to be a kid watching all of that shit.
Because the thing is, with my kids, I'm going to start them later. I'm going to start them at 8 because I need them to understand and grasp.
Oh, yeah. They have to, like, understand it. Because, like, I watched...
It's not going to be for fun.
First Marvel movies, like, when you were younger, but then you don't really remember it, you know? Like, I don't remember the original Hulk movies because I haven't seen them in so long. So it's like...
Yeah.
I was hoping they would redo a Hulk movie, but they've redone it so many times.
They are doing She-Hulk. So it's going to be a TV series, though. So it's going to be like 6 to 8 episodes, maybe. And it's going to star Mark Ruffalo and, I don't know, some lady as She-Hulk. So
DC is so behind, man.
I know,
They're
but I mean,
so
have you seen the Suicide Squad? The newest movie that came out? The newest one this year. The one that came out
There's
this year.
2 Suicide Squads, right?
Yes.
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay, so yeah, that one was
with
really
the big
good.
starfish. That was great.
Yes.
I love their villain movies, and then, like, Wonder Woman was really good, but their superhero movies are kind of like, eh. I mean, Superman was good.
I don't
But it's
care
kind of like
for
meh,
Marvel. I mean, DC. I almost said Marvel. a crime. I don't care for DC. And the thing is, I'm really hoping. So Peacemaker, that was in the Suicide Squad, he's getting his own TV show on HBO Max. And I'm actually really excited for it because it's also going to be directed by James Gunn. And I think it's going to be rated R again. And I really think that DC should just stick with rated R, stick with dark savagery where we're seeing like guts everywhere.
Oh, yeah. It definitely makes it more like, I don't know, just more realistic. Because, like, not everything's going to be rated, PG-13.
And it gives them an advantage.
Yeah.
It gives them an advantage over Marvel because Marvel will always be PG-13. That's just their thing. And so if DC's like, okay, let's try for DC. I mean, let's try for rated R or a darker PG-13 because The Dark Knight is PG-13. So you can go darker. Stop trying to be like Marvel. Everyone has been telling you this for the last 5-6 years. It's not going to work out. So I don't know. I hope
they're still trying to be kid friendly because there's still a lot of stuff that they have out that are kid friendly, but like I don't know, they're trying. But even the movies, like they're physically dark. It's like they don't have any lights in the studio when they record. Which is crazy. That makes me think about Dark Horse Comics. It's like a comic book line that made Hellboy. And they made the movie and it's terrible.
It's terrible.
It was terrible. They made it too dark.
Wait, no, I did see that movie.
It was too dark.
I mean, the savagery was good in there.
I mean, it's like they were trying to turn Hellboy into a superhero movie when he's more like vigilante.
Oh.
He's more like a vigilante drunk than he is like, I'm going to save the world. He's like, nah.
I don't care about.
Yeah, especially like at the end of Hellboy, like the original series, he quits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he quits the organization he's in. So it's like he's just there.
It didn't get a part 2.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah, because it sucked.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that Marvel or DC?
That's Dark Horse.
Or is that
Horse
just
Comics.
random? It's what?
Dark Horse Comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dark Horse Comics.
It's kind of like not as popular because they do have darker comics.
Yeah.
So it's just more. It's not really kid friendly in a sense. So
yeah, because it was rated R.
And that's what DC is trying to do, but then it's just like, I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't be all only adult. You know what I mean? I mean, it would be nice.
Well, at least a darker
like,
PG-13. Like, I mean, you've seen The Dark Knight, right?
Yeah.
The Joker?
Yeah.
And stuff. That was a good movie. It was a good story.
Was really good.
And
it wasn't too gory.
Yeah, there was no gore in it because it's PG-13, right? So that's the way that DC should stick to. Like, you know that
they changed everything.
Exactly. The Dark Knight is one of the best movies ever made.
Oh yeah, and that Joker was spot
Heath
on.
Ledger, still really sad about it, man. Just he could have done great things.
That's why I like their villain movies more. You know what I mean? And then they're aren't they changing the Joker again?
No,
I thought they were for a minute.
Have you seen the Snyder Cut?
Yeah, I've seen the Snyder Cut.
What a great movie.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
I don't know why they cut that.
People say that it's not good, or some people don't like it because it's like, oh, it's too long. It's no, this movie is great, and
no one complained about Endgame being too long. No one complained about Endgame being too long.
I mean, this movie was 4 hours, so.
I mean, Endgame should have been 4 hours.
There's apparently a 6-hour cut.
I will watch it.
I would.
I want to watch it. Like,
I would, yeah. But they're not going to come out with it.
They should, because it's like, it's so good to see all the little scenes and all the little bits so you just build up with the character, you know? Just like how they cut so much out with like Harry Potter and so many other like long series. They just, they left shit out and it's so good.
Yeah. Okay, wait, let's get back to What If real quick. I want to talk about one last thing at the end with the guy and the guy. No.
The guy and the guy.
Doctor Strange from episode 4, I think.
Oh, I
yes.
loved that episode.
Episode 4, episode 6, something like that. And it was really cool to see him come back because that means episode 9 is gonna bring everyone together. It's gonna be some type of together episode. And so
to fight Ultron.
I know, to fight Ultron.
That looks like Vision. You know, it would blow my mind if like Vision came to fight Ultron and they both look alike. It would blow my mind.
We already had that in WandaVision.
I know, but I mean,
but in that sense,
yeah, like it's not him, but it looks like him.
But
it would be like if like I fought a chick that looked like me, but it's not
I know.
me. She just looks exactly like me. It would be weird.
It'd be weird. But yeah, they're probably gonna have they're definitely gonna bring in everyone. And it's gonna be really interesting because almost all of the stories that we've had in What If has been
Separate.
separate, but it's been like kind of villainous. Like they've all been villains. Like
It's
the
been
Doctor
dark as
Strange
shit.
one, even the Thor one from last week, he wasn't a villain, but he was very like not hero like. He was just kind of
Yeah.
like, I want to party, I don't care about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Another who else? I guess we had this wasn't villains, but we had the zombies episode.
Oh yeah, that one was so.
That one was really
fucked up.
good.
It was so good though. It reminded me of like they're mixing Marvel with like The Walking Dead, almost, but like more like on steroids.
Right. I know, right? And then we also had the like what if the Avengers died with Hank Pym. And so I
Yeah.
don't know if he'll bring in Hank Pym or if the Watcher will bring in like Nick Fury from that episode, but it's just I want to see everyone come back
Oh my
for
god,
this episode.
the What If episode with T'Challa
Yes.
was
I have a little T'Challa here.
it was so good, and I miss the actor.
I know, Chadwick.
I don't know what they're gonna do because
I know.
so sad, but it was like it blew my mind. Like he turned Thanos good
I know.
just by talking to him, and I'm like, how can that man be so inspirational?
Because his the thing is, Thanos' whole goal was to have equality. Like he was just like, there's not enough food, so I'm just
he
gonna
was
take
just
out half the
extremely
world
sadistic.
universe. But yeah,
You know what triggers me? He could have just take the Infinity Stones and made the planets bigger,
made him bigger, doubled the
more
universe.
resources. Like he was just like, let's just kill everyone. Like I totally get
Exactly.
it, but that's
He's
so
lazy.
sadistic and unnecessary.
That's why T'Challa talked to him. T'Challa was like, "Hey, we can just help them," and he's like, "Oh right, let me help people."
like, let me just help people instead of murdering them all. Like,
Yeah. So it'd be really cool to have them come in, have like the T'Challa and like people from that episode come in.
yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
So I'm
Especially,
excited for that.
Thanos' blue daughter. What's her name?
Nebula.
Nebula.
Mhm.
She has hair.
I
think that's
know.
beautiful.
Blonde
She has
hair.
which I would not expect blonde hair.
I
from her.
expected red, but I mean that's the actor's hair is red, so
Yeah, I would expect like red or black, something darker. But
Yeah.
point being, she had hair. I loved that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
And how it was like glamorous too. And I'm
Mhm.
like,
Okay,
okay,
Nebula.
cool.
Yeah. I think that's it for this episode. I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Marvel is amazing.
Marvel's amazing.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
We talked about it quite a bit before.
I know
too.
we talked about a bunch of stuff. But yeah, all I know is that Venom's coming out, and I'm actually excited for that because there's been a lot of rave reviews about it. So I'm seeing that tonight at 10 o'clock, and then we'll have a review for it for y'all.
I'm not seeing it.
But you'll see it soon.
Yeah, I'll see it.
Is there anything else Marvel related?
I loved the trailer scene in Venom where he was like, oh, "That's a red one," or where he wanted to eat, what's her face at the corner store.
Oh. He's like, no eating.
It makes me regret not seeing Venom 1.
You should watch it. You should watch it.
I need to watch it, especially because Venom 2 is coming out. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, I need to see it.
Okay, so I think that's it for our review, for our talks. Let me know what y'all thought down in the comments of this review, and let me know what y'all thought of this episode. Make sure to subscribe for early reviews and for reviews for any shows and movies and things like that. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Inwoodley. The link will be in the description. I think that's it. Oh, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. It's guys, it's beating it beat the T'Challa episode just by a little bit. What do you give this rating out of 10?
Oh my god, it was really good. The T'Challa episode was so good. Yeah, it's 10. It's definitely 10.
Better than
It's really
T'Challa
good.
or less?
The cliffhanger
I know.
made it less, just a little bit.
Oh, so you think you
like
think
a
T'Challa is better
9.9.
or this one's better?
T'Challa is definitely better.
Better.
But lore wise, this episode, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let us know what y'all think. All right, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.